Dr. Price, you know that I was applying for accommodations for STEP.
Yes.
Got the letter back as of 2 hours ago. Um, like now on my appeal, so I'm basically just gonna go take it as is. Not really much I can do at this point.
Okay.
Uh, I know you're about to go on vacation, so I kind of just need to figure out what's my plan moving forward. I was gonna take another practice test again this weekend and go from there too. I'm looking at dates because they wouldn't let me sign up for any of them while they were reviewing my appeal.
hmm
Um, and I didn't happen to have another 700 some dollars to pay for just registering again at the time. So this is kind of where I'm at. Like I'm about to go on an away for my surgery selective in Ohio, September 1st, and it kind of seems like I'll be pretty busy, but depending on what my practice test score is this weekend, I think it's either I take it Friday before I have to go up for my away, or kind of look at when I'm done with my away, which is going to be difficult if I'm so busy on this surgical selective.
Okay. Um, that's kind of a definitely a nuanced situation. So can you remind me the exact dates for all this, or if you have to look them up, you can just shoot me a message with them.
Yeah, dates for when I'm on my away.
Yeah, when you're on your way, as well as which USMLE dates are available, if you know those yet. If not, then we can talk about that off the call, and I can shoot you a message.
Okay. I have dates pulled up right now, but my away is from September 1st to September 26th.
September 1st through September 26th. Okay. And then
Right.
USMLE dates available are
So they are before I leave, it'll be sorry. Um, so I've got August 27th. Um, I've got one 28th back in my hometown. Um, and that's kind of pretty much it. That's like within reasonable driving distance from me, within like 3 hours.
okay. Gotcha.
And then do you want dates after my rotation or like, I don't know.
So my question is to you now, what's your last performance? What's your most up-to-date scoring?
I had a 214 on my last one. That was like maybe 3 weeks ago.
We need to take another NBME to see where you're at. 3 weeks is a decently long time, and I don't like making judgments without having anything in the last 1 to 2 weeks. With 214, if let's just say, just to give you some kind of like framework of what to expect here, say there's a couple options. So if score doesn't improve greater than 20 points, you need to take after away rotation. And obviously that's suboptimal. If score is greater than 240, so let's say it's like 240 to or 235 to 245, that's a gray area.
Okay.
The reason it's a gray area is because recently, I don't know if it's just something going on with the August test dates or the June, July test dates, but I've been seeing people's NBMEs overestimating their actual USMLE score more than usual, somewhere in the range of sometimes even 20 to 30 points. So people that are pushing like 270s on their practice tests are ending up with
Yeah.
like 250 right now.
Okay.
Um, and so certainly I wouldn't want to see you at a 235 go into this and then overestimate your score by 20 points and not pass.
Right. Yeah. Because it's a 218 now for passing, I think.
Yeah, that went from a 214 to a 218 recently. So definitely I would like to see you at least above that threshold. And so if score is greater than 245, take before away rotation. So let's take a practice test tomorrow, first thing. Are you able to?
Yeah, I can. I have to drop my car off at 10 for replacements, but yeah, I can do it.
Okay, perfect. Shoot me a message in school once you've taken your NBME, and we'll reconvene from there.
Okay. Is that gonna work? Because I know you're on vacation over the next week or so.
I'll make it work. I might not be able to respond as quickly as usual, but I'm gonna try and get Wi-Fi on the trip, like at least 1 or 2 days.
Okay. All right.
That I can respond to any kind of like emergency type questions.
Okay. Sorry about that. Thank you. I really
No,
appreciate it.
don't apologize at all. I mean, it's not your fault at all that I won't be around, but I'll make it happen.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Any other questions?
I have another one. I guess
Yeah,
if no one has anything. Okay.
fire away.
I was just gonna ask, so I'm studying for my general surgery shelf at the same time I'm preparing for STEP. I was just gonna ask, like, in terms of scheduling, I mean, yeah, like setting up a study schedule, what's your advice? Like, I've been following what you have on school with, like, I did like the rapid review of like going through everything at least once.
Gotcha. Okay. In regards to what exactly do you have questions about with your scheduling? So you're studying for step 2 plus surgery rotation simultaneously. Are you asking about like what you should be doing at which hours, or are you asking for like which resources, or what exactly would you like help with fine-tuning?
Like what I should be doing like each hour.
Okay. What's your available time?
So most days it's like I have class from 2 to 6 p.m. right now. And then I have like some school assignments, which is like also doing questions. So it's about 50 questions a day on UWorld that's been assigned. And then they give us a practice test every Saturday to do. That's like about 110 questions.
Okay. So basically, is your only obligation then that's like a tight time constraint from 2 to 6 p.m. every day?
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. Perfect. So let's break this down here. So what time do you wake up?
7.
And what time do you go to sleep?
It's variable. I'd say maybe like 12.
Okay. All right, so let's break this down to 7:30 to 8:30 a.m., 8:30 to 9:30 a.m., 9:30 to 10 a.m., 10 to 11 a.m., 11 to 12 p.m. All right. And then we say 12 to 12:30 p.m., 12:30 to 1:30 p.m. And then say class is from 2 to 6 p.m. And then you have 6:30 to 7:30 p.m., 7:30 to 8:30 p.m., 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. Okay. And then 9:30 to 10:30 p.m. All right, here's kind of your time blocks. So first things first, there's a couple rules of thumb here that I'll share here. So this is going to help us create your schedule. So number 1 is do your most important brain intensive tasks first in the day. Number 2 is prioritize questions over everything. Number 3, where are you scoring right now, by the way, before I get too far into this?
I took Form 9 and I scored a 210, and that was about 4 weeks ago. And then on UWorld, I'm scoring like 60s, 70s right now.
Okay. So generally not less than 60 though, correct?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And what's the dates for these exams?
I haven't booked it yet, but the surgery shelf exam, it's going to be around September 19th.
Okay, and then tentatively for your USMLE?
I was hoping maybe at the end of the month, like the 30th.
Okay. From 7:30 to 8:30, I want you to do 40 questions on UWorld. And since you're studying for both simultaneously, we're going to obviously put an even higher emphasis on the surgery questions rather than anything else. Also, being that surgery is the second highest weighted section on your USMLE Step 2, so it's going to still be very helpful in that regard. So you could do 40 questions on UWorld. The next, I want you to do these. So you're essentially about a month out right now. And so I want you doing these timed, not on tutor. Okay. And if you haven't actually completed all of the surgery questions, start with those. So if surgery questions are not all complete, start with those. All right, 8:30 to 9:30, I want you to have reviewed questions 1 through 20. 9:30 to 10 a.m. is going to be snack plus quick workout, plus or minus quick workout. 10 to 11, review questions 21 through 40. 11 a.m. to 12 p.m., another 40 questions on UWorld. Okay, so you're within a month, so we need to be focusing more so on questions than ever. So right here, prior to noon, you should have done 80 questions and reviewed half of them. So that's going to be very difficult. I mean, you're basically going to have to set a timer to make sure that you're moving quickly to get through all this. 12 to 12:30 is going to be lunch. 12:30 to 1:30, I want you to review block 2, questions 1 through 20. So you've almost got through all of reviewing both blocks before your class at 2 p.m. So obviously 1:30 to 2, you can travel from your house to your class or whatever you need to do to get ready. 6:30 to 7:30, you can review block 2 questions, 21 through 40. And so that leaves us the whole evening time here. So the evening time is going to be dedicated to content revision. And so just for some context here, have you been through all the surgery content on the secret archives recently?
Yes.
Okay. What other content have you been through slash to get through still?
I've listened to Emma Holiday a few times. I'm listening to Divine and then the Dr. High Yield.
Okay. So let's dedicate, let me just look right here real quick. Pull open my calendar. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 surgery videos in the secret archives. So let's do day 1 is first surgery video, secret archives. Let's see them all one more time because it's essentially going to be like 3 points on your shelf exam. Day 2, second surgery video in secret archives, etc. So you basically just watch one video per day from the secret archives for the next 9 days. Watch all 9 videos. 9:30 to 10:30 p.m. I want you working on the diagnostic and treatment protocols for all subjects. USMLE Step 2. And then on this 8:30 to 9:30 p.m., you can do content ad lib on weaknesses. So if there's anything that you found throughout the day that you were struggling with, you didn't understand, you were really like, shoot, I feel like I've never seen that before, then you can seek out specific content for that, either using YouTube or Sketchy or whatever it is that's very specific for what you're struggling with. 10:30 to 12 a.m. at this point, I would rather you front load your studying even more. So instead of staying up even later to study, I want you to slowly transition to even waking up before 7. So you could start waking up at 6, and then you could actually even get done with reviewing all of your questions prior to your class. Because I'm sure, just knowing myself as well as working with students, after class at 6 p.m., you're like, holy crap, if I have a lot to do, I'm just like dreading it, right? It's just like it takes a lot out of you mentally and energetically to go there, sit for 4 hours, have to keep your smile on for 4 hours, talking with people in your class or your professors or your friends or whatever. And then it's like, shoot, I just want to go home and kind of vegetate and not have to do 7 million things. So if we can front load your questions, get those done, and then backload your content review, that's going to be the best thing for you right now. So if I was you, this is how I would structure my day. So one way that you could do this, so next steps. So let's say next steps is create one day off of the schedule in Google Calendar, and then create recurring daily events for each time block. And so your Google Calendar or your Apple Calendar or whatever you use will have an hour by hour breakdown of what you should be doing. And you can set off in a reminder to go off 5 minutes before or at the time of the event, and then carry those over for the next 2 weeks or 3 weeks or 4 weeks. That way, every single day, there's no indecision of what you should be doing. And obviously, not every day are you going to be able to hit that perfectly. But having the structure will, at least, if you're messing around, you're wanting to like go do something that's not really in your priority list, this will be like, all right, shoot, I should be doing my second block by now, and I've not even finished my first. Like, what am I doing with my life? So having that structure can be very, very helpful. So I definitely recommend to actually sit down and spend 20 minutes to create all these events for one day on your Google Calendar and then replicate it.
Sweet.
Cool. Anything else I can do for you?
So it's 2 blocks a day. Should I do like 1 block of surgery and then 1 block of just like mixed everything?
So let's see, you're right now about 4 weeks out. How many surgery questions do you have left?
I don't know. I can tell you 1 second. Um, 440.
All right, so if you're doing 40 a day, 140, it's 11 days. And you said it was the September 19th, so it's essentially 30 days. Yeah, I would do 1 block of surgery and then 1 block of cumulative. That way that we're not slamming through all of your surgery questions in the next like week. And it will give you a little bit of spaced time in between the concepts. So you'll still have adequate time to go back and be able to hit the weak spots and your missed questions or your flagged questions. But that should be more than adequate.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. We'll end here then. I hope that was helpful for everybody. And if you guys ever need anything, just let me know, and we'll see you on the next live session.